Naweza nikalipa kwa simu?
In less than a minute, with no machine, no bank card, just a Lipa number on the wall, the payment is simply done. 3 years ago, this shop could not do that. This video is about that Lipa number, where it comes from, why there are suddenly millions of them in almost every shop, and why this digital payment system is changing how we do business here. This is Rose Felix Mateo. She's had this shop for almost 2 years now. She got that Lipa number on the wall in 2025. Somebody from a telecommunication company came past her and signed up her in about 10 minutes. It costed her nothing.
Kuna siku kuna promotion ya Tosa, walikuwa wamekuja wanatangaza laini zao, wakatufikia na sisi hapa, nikaongea naye, je, naweza nikapata huduma ya lipa kwa simu? Akasema ndio, inawezekana. Basi wakanitengenezea. Haijanigharimu pesa yoyote kwenye laini za lipa kwa simu. Ni bure kabisa. Wakutengenezea unapata hapo hapo.
And she's not the first one to do so. That's the thing. She's one of about 1.5 million. In 2024, Tanzania had about 1.3 million shops taking digital payments. 1 year later, 2.8 million. It more than doubled in 12 months. I mean, if you think about it, that's around 4,000 new shops every single day. 4,000 a day, and one of them was hers. All of this is not normal to every country. If we compare to many other countries, a shop that wants to take digital money needs one of these. Somebody buys it, somebody installs it, somebody fixes it when it breaks.
All right, so check this out. So I've been reading this report from Bank of Tanzania just on 2025 alone. The number of transactions increased from the previous year to 336 million transactions just in 2025. And this is equivalent to 5.57 billion Tanzanian shilling. I mean, that's a lot of money. But on top of that, that's equivalent to 24% increase and 32 respectively. I mean, this is a profound number, and it shows that the digital adoption has been moving so fast.
So how does the money move with this Lipa number digital solution? Your money sits with one company. Her money sits with a different one. Before this digital payment system, those two could not easily talk. So she needed a machine or she needed cash. But now, there's this one new code that all of them actually agree to read. It has a name and they call it TANQR.
Payments were really fragmented earlier on. So you had bilateral agreements between companies agreeing on rates, agreeing on aggregation protocols, agreeing on how they service their networks, how they service also their integrations. Everything was kind of like bilateral. So I am a provider, you're a provider, we agree on how we're gonna do things, and my agreement is not gonna be the same when I go and agree with another provider, right? So that created a huge kind of fragmentation in the market. The regulator came in and saw this and introduced TIPS, the instant payment system. So what it did was establish kind of like a substrate for all these providers to have one single point of integration. All the transactions go through that. We're taking it lightly, but there are countries out there very advanced who have not been able to achieve this, because you have many providers. It takes a lot of years to kind of integrate with each one of those. But I think from the moment they established TIPS, established a standard of payment, which was TANQR, adoption of the likes of Lipa Namba and card payments, that kind of blew up.
One standard for the whole country. So she does not necessarily need a machine. She just needs a Lipa number, and it cost almost nothing. But that TANQR code already existed. So the question is, why did everything move in 1 year? Well, there are actually 3 reasons to this. 1, more companies agreed to use the same code. 15 in 2024, 27 by the end of 2025. Signing up got easier, the rules were fully loosened. And the biggest reason, the fees went away. They stopped charging these shops for these payments.
What I'm realizing is that when something is simple, free, and easy, people actually take it.
So I asked another question. On average, how many customers actually pay you with the phone?
Sasa hizi maisha yashabadilika, yani wengi hawapendi kutembea na hela cash. Yani wengi wanaweka hela zao kwenye simu. Akitaka kununua kitu, analipa kwa bidhaa. Ni wachache sana ambao wanakuja na cash zao za kawaida tofauti na kulipia kwenye mitandao ya kijamii.
I honestly expected cash to win. In this shop, it didn't. So I wanted to look and see whether that's normal to other shops.
Yani kwa leo tu, toka ulivyofungua mpaka sasa hivi wateja kama 3 wametumia lipa kwa simu. Naweza kusema wateja 2 wametumia cash. Hata pia kuna labda mimi nataka kuagiza mzigo. Naweza kule mzigo ambapo naagiza, naweza nikawalipa pia kupitia hiyo simu. Kuliko mpaka mtu labda niambie njoo na cash moja kwa moja, lakini mimi naweza nikalipa juu kwa juu, afu nikachukua mzigo ukafika huko pia. Kwa pia bado nazidi kuturahisishia katika mzunguko wa kufanya biashara.
Across the country, the number of shops signing up went up 110%. The number of payments going to these businesses went up about 30%. Both are actually growing, just not at the same speed. Not so far, there is a shop with no Lipa number at all. I asked why. They refused to share that on camera, but what they say is that it's not convenient with them. I found somebody else, Boda rider. He has the number, but he stopped using it. Same reason, not convenient to him. So there are 3 people here. One uses it, one has it and doesn't use it, and another one never took it at all. All of these 3 people are counted in that 2.8 million. That statistic is real, it is just not the whole picture. There's one more thing that surprised me so much. Out of 2.8 million shops, mobile money companies signed up 2.5 million. That's 90%. The banks, about 4%. You see, the banks have branches, they have buildings and history. And when we look at the whole country, it is not evenly spread. Almost a quarter of these shops are in Dar es Salaam alone. Other regions are under 4%, that includes in the villages and the remote areas.
What does this actually tell us? For years, when people used to talk about bringing Tanzania into a financial system, the question was about access. Can you open an account? Is there an agent near you? Will the shop actually take your money? But when you look at that Lipa number on the wall again, that question is almost answered. Access is cheap now. The hard part is gaining the trust of people, changing the behavior of how customers actually do business, and whether that transfer fee on the customer still makes sense even when I'm buying something of 50 shilling. You see, we have built the system, we have built the infrastructure that actually works, and people are slowly adopting it, only at their own speed, not at the speed that the technology itself is evolving. And I think that's not actually the problem. That is the reality, that technology and adoption might move at different speed, and it gives me hope, but we still have a long way to go.